Hi everyone. Today is the fourth day of my supposedly 5-day juice feasting. I've been doing extremely well. I haven't had headaches or any problems, and so I'm continuing on. What I'm doing here is I'm going to make a potassium broth, my own version. There's been a lot of versions of potassium broth, but this I will be cooking, even though all this other stuff that I'm doing is raw. I will be cooking, boiling these for about 30 minutes. Now, what I did this morning when I juiced, first I juiced some oranges, and I did them in a Black & Decker juicer that, that kind that you just hold it down and it spins around kind of thing. And then I strained it and let Bobby eat the pulp off of it because I'm still not eating anything solid. And then I took the orange juice and strained it. Did I say that already? Anyway, so I added celery juice to it. And this is basically what this is orange juice and celery juice, lots of it. And then it tasted good just like that, but then I made some cinnamon water, and I like to put a little bit of that in some of it and tried it good. And I also make some ginger water, just with ginger and water. And then I can add that to whatever I want to, but I never add the ginger directly to my juices because I'm thinking, oh, that's too much, or it's hot or whatever. So I do make that separately and kind of spice things up and make it a little different. So then the pulp that was left over in the bag, I always put that bag on the Jack LaLanne juicers, that holds the pulp. I always put the bag in there, and then I just dumped that pulp into this enamel pot. I prefer to cook in enamel or glass most of the time. And I added some organic potatoes with the skins on them that I chopped up. And I happen to have some of this vegetable broth around Trader Joe's. None of these vegetable broths are good by themselves, in my opinion. It's just pure vegetable broth. But I had it around, and I tried it yesterday by itself, and it was yucky. So I put that in there already. And and I'll add some more water, and then I'm going to boil that for 30 minutes, and after it's done, then I'll strain it, and am I moving too fast and making you dizzy? Sorry. So I'll strain that, because I'm not going to eat the solid vegetables. Sorry. They'll be tossed out. But I will drink the liquid off of that warm, and I'll add salt to it and maybe some cayenne pepper for a little heat, just because it'll taste good. And that's, you just get kind of tired of juices and cold stuff, and especially sweet juices. And you want something a little salty in the evenings and warm, especially when it's a cold day or evening and so on. And I made it through last night, or the last 3 days, fine without that. But I feel like tonight it's going to probably be the roughest night or day for me. So I'm going to make that broth. Now, I've also added the store-bought prune juice. A lot of good nourishment and extra potassium is in that, but of course I'm drinking that along and along to try to keep things moving. Here is, because when you're just drinking juices, you don't have fiber. Most people will get a little backed up. Some people don't, because all those greens tend to have a laxative effect on some people. This is my Rejuvenate water that I finished making yesterday, fermented, and that I marked it, but I'll probably consume all of that in a couple of days. So I've got to get some new seeds soaking. And this is collards over here that we picked this morning from our little bed outside, so they're organic, and parsley, and I'll be using that in the next batch of juice with some dark kale. But I will go back to using my heavy-duty juicer. I'm not going to waste any of this stuff like I did there with that kale. So I will be using the big boy, and probably throw in some carrots with that, or some apple or whatever, to make those dark, rich greens taste a little bit better, but I don't want to make it too sweet. And then I'll probably make another veggie, like a V8 type juice today, with some tomatoes and carrots and spinach and, well, you know what they put in tomato juice. A V8 juice anyway. So I'm going to try to make a homemade version of that. Pretty simple. So that's what'll be going on today on day 4, and hopefully, if I continue to do as well as I have so far, I might even continue this on for a couple more days. We'll see how it goes. So anyway, I've got to look on the internet and come up with some more ideas for some different juice recipes, and give me some ideas of things to do so it doesn't get boring, and I don't want to be drinking this all day long, heavy duty stuff. Need something pretty to look at, you know, but I'm trying to stay away from too much fruit. Anyway, thanks for watching.